Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Who are these people?
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Don't be rude.
Who are these people?
Don't
Who
be
are
rude.
these people? I am so sorry, y'all. It was me. It was me.
Horrible apology.
I know.
Because what happened was my mic wasn't working.
I could not hear him at all. And here, like, sometimes when I have speakers that I bought from Amazon. Yeah, I know. All right. So if I unplug my speakers and plug in my headphone or my headphones and mic, I hear nothing. So I have to plug in my speakers, plug in my microphone, take the speakers out, and then the sound just goes to my headphones and my microphone. It's stupid. I know, but the settings got screwed up because I'm a computer technician and I go screwing with my settings. And this is what happens when you screw with your settings. God damn it.
No. Alex says okay. Alex said okay, but we can't do clips this week because
we cannot do clips. I'm sorry, Alex. Don't beat me.
So because here's the thing, you guys saw Angel in the Afternoon last night. It was working fine, and I know my mic isn't broken because I take care of it. I put it right. As soon as we're done, I put it right back in my box. So, and the box is broken. That's how old my box is. Look at it. It's like completely like fucked. Because I put it back in there every time. So it makes sure there's no dust in my mic. And I have this too, I'm not sure you can see it, but
yeah, it's that popping, less popping or anti-popping.
Yeah. Just messed this up. Hold on. All right,
yeah. ABCBC. Sorry we took so long, but we were, trying to figure this out, because if we don't figure it out, because he's going to do my show tomorrow, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this not working?
Yeah. So there it is. Hopefully, everyone will come on. I'm gonna have to share the new link. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about this week. I'm gonna have to do this. We are live finally. Follow.
Get on.
Check us out at these links instead. It was Witchy's fault.
Hey. All right. My settings are screwed up.
Because right when I was about to give up and just unplug everything, I was gonna DM you. I was like, "Was it your settings this whole time?" And I'm driving myself crazy. And then you said it was your settings. Like, there you go.
I have to plug in both my speakers and my headphones, and then detach my speakers. Or again, for some reason I can't hear any fucking thing, because I literally was like, well, let me just go on and see, because I found something quite funny, actually. It's Kurt Hennig shutting the door on Bill Goldberg, right? So I was gonna show that on my show, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize there was music, and I'm like, wait, why can I not hear anything? I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm gonna kill somebody.
That's when you realize, like,
oh fuck. It was me. And it's because I detached my speakers first.
Okay, so at least we figured out, because I was worried about tomorrow. I was like, we can't do tomorrow if we can't, fix this issue. So yeah, we got plenty to discuss. I'm going to discuss the special episode of Dynamite, AEW Blood and Guts. We're also going to discuss WWE. So John Cena winning Intercontinental title last night on Monday.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss that as well. We're going to discuss SmackDown 2 and update on that, and so much more. Whatever else comes up, we'll discuss it too. We're going to go live until around 10 o'clock, maybe 10:15. So hope everybody enjoys the stream. I was starting to get pissed off, to be honest. So I was like, wait, that's why I was banging my mouse and stuff. So it's like,
I still couldn't hear it, y'all. I'm like, I can't hear. I can see your lips moving, and I hear nothing.
So there you go. Hey CBC, hopefully other people can join us. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. So yeah, let's get into it because a lot to talk about. So AEW Blood and Guts took place Wednesday night. There are only 3 matches on the special episode of Dynamite.
Thank the gods for that. It's fucking. I heard it fucking sucked.
It was the 2 Blood and Guts matches, which is their version of War Games.
Yeah.
And the Hangman Adam Page defeating Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. So just gimmick matches on top of gimmick matches on this show. So the first match was the women's Blood and Gut match. The Triangle of Badness, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla, Megan Bain, Fear, and Mercedes Moné defeating Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale, and Harley Cameron, and the Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa by submission. So of course Mercedes won this match because
she never does a fucking job.
She
what
can't
the fuck
lose.
is wrong with her?
Mm-hmm.
Lose one. Listen, Mercedes. Sometimes you have to lose. It's called wrestling. It's called being fair. Hello. God damn it.
Hulk Hogan lost more than her. And he didn't lose often, but he lost more than her.
God
he put over guys more often than her. It's like it's like the meme on Twitter when they put Mercedes with Hulk's mustache. It's like she's worse than Hogan. And we think Hogan is like one of the most selfish, egotistical wrestlers of all time. Here's the thing, though. He drew money. Hogan drew a shit ton of money, which is why he was able to get away with that.
Right, and she couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Vince always catered to Hogan, and so did Eric Bischoff. So they always catered to him because he drew. He drew money. So that's why I was like, okay, let's just give Hulk what he wants, because he might get upset and
not show up like he did for Vern Gagne that one time, right? Yeah, well, it wasn't because he was upset with Vern. It was more because he screwed Vern, but that's for another time.
We told that story before, but let's. Anyways, within the first 5 minutes of the match, Sky Blue just she bladed, but she bladed way too deep, so she just bled. She bled like Ric Flair does in his matches,
like a stuffed John pig. Moxley. It's okay, you can say it like a stuffed pig,
or John Moxley. So that's how he came across. So I thought, anyways, so that was terrible. Then every girl came in with weapons. It's like they copied WWE. As soon as somebody comes out for War Games, they go underneath their ring and, grab their favorite furniture, whether it's tables or chairs or kendo sticks or ladders. I've seen ladders in these matches too. So that's what they did here too. And
tables, ladders, and chairs. Even if it's AEW, you still can't get away from that shit. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
stop using tables, ladders, and chairs. Just fucking wrestle.
I actually forgot to watch this. I was gonna watch this live, but I actually forgot because I'm not in the habit of watching AEW, so I forgot. So this match lasted 46 minutes and 10 seconds, by the way. So they went nearly an hour.
46 minutes.
Garbage.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so she bled like a stuffed pig. I think Mercedes also bled a little bit too. Here's the thing: the cage is your weapon. The people the cage is supposed to be devastating. You go in the cage and you sell it. It's supposed to be devastating. It's not. I mean, these guys just go hit the cage and they just walk around and nothing ever happened to them. So, and they do it in WWE too. It's not like AEW is the only one guilty of this. I mean, their War Games match is terrible. I mean, I just wish Triple H would scrap it because it's just awful.
It is. I mean, WCW did it like this. Okay, so there's 14 or there's 2 teams of 8. Well, it's 4.
Yeah.
But 4 and 4 is 8 because I can do math. No, but they would so they would take turns coming in. Did they even do that, or just everybody gets in the ring and you're eliminated somehow?
They do they every 2 minutes. I think a guy comes into
so
the
at least
ring,
they kept that concept, but the other concept is you had to say, I don't want to do this anymore. Like you had to literally quit, right?
Yeah, in AEW they do the I quit thing there. So but WWE doesn't do that.
Right, when you do so the war games, let's bring this up because it's my favorite war games. So let's do 97. Okay, it was the Four Horsemen versus the NWO. Everybody was in. Of course, Kurt came down. He was, his arm was in a sling. But that's when he turned on Ric Flair, shut the cage door on him, and joined the NWO. Now they did have the two intervals, but they also were like, just say I quit, say you're done. You hear Buff Bagwell say it, Flair, say you quit, and nobody says anything except for Benoit, who says bite me. Which is kind of funny for 2 seconds, and then Kurt hits him in the face. Right in the face. So that was war games to me. Okay. So that was 97. We were both 11 years old. Yes. Yeah. Because that was like, oh, well, you were almost 11. It was like the end of August, but not the end of August. Yeah. Or no, was it September? It was September. Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry. I mean, if it was September, he was already
War
11.
Games
Okay, so we're both 11
place,
years old. Yeah. So we were both 11 when War Games 97 happened. So it was Kurt turning on the NWO, but still the name of the game was War Games. Was every 2 minutes someone else comes in, you had to quit. Not this fucking elimination shit where if you pin a team, they lose.
Yeah, so it's with one pinfall to finish, basically.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's not Survivor Series was elimination. Once you were pinned, you were eliminated, but there was still a team and they were still wrestling. I know because I've seen Survivor Series 88. Yeah. Sorry, 88. Survivor Series 88. In fact, it started in 87, I think, or did it start in 88?
Survivor Series 88, I think. I mean,
so that was the first one. Or the first or second one. I don't know. But we were both 2. We were both 2 years old in 88. So what I'm getting at here, people, is you can't combine Survivor Series
87.
and War Games.
It was 87, sorry.
It was 87, okay.
Yeah.
So when we were both a year old, that's when Survivor Series started.
Yeah.
So you can't combine War Games and Survivor Series. Survivor Series is Survivor Series, and War Games is War Games. You can't combine them. It doesn't make any sense now. It's like but they're already getting the team. So it's Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. I guess, isn't there a fifth guy or is it just 4 and 4?
For now, it's 4 and 4. I don't know whether they're adding a fifth guy or not. But
all right, so it's Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker on one side, and then it's going to be Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, I'm pretty sure, and then someone else I forgot now.
So it's CM Punk, Cody, the Usos versus the Vision. Braun Breaker. Okay, so it's both of them.
Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso.
Yes, both
CM
of them.
Punk and Cody Rhodes. There you go.
Versus the Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. And it says TBA here, so there's going to be a fifth guy in each team.
All right. I mean, there has to be. I mean, 5 and 5. But it was always 4. Well, when Survivor Series first started, it was 5 and 5.
Yeah.
So there's 10 guys. Because it was Rick Rude, Kurt, Andre,
there's no Bill.
Harley Race, and wait. I'll think of it. Hold on. It wasn't Haku. Who the hell was it on the fifth?
In 87?
88. Okay. It was Andre. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, Andre, because Andre participated in 87.
Dino Bravo. I'm talking 88. Yeah. So Survivor Series 88 was Kurt, Rude, Dino Bravo, because he was co-captain. Andre was captain, and then Harley Race was on one side. You had Jake was co-captain with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Scott Casey, Ken Patera, and Tino Santana. Woo! I remember.
Okay, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, Andre, Rick, Boss, Andre. I call you Andre or Boss. Rick Rude, Dino Bravo, Mr. Perfect, and Harley Race. Defeated Jim Duggan, Jake Roberts, Scott Casey. I don't even remember Scott Casey, Ken Patera, and Tino Santana.
I can't forget Ken Patera. I'm like, really? That dude's been kicked out of like every fucking state he's ever been in.
Yeah, Ken Patera, he's he's told some stories about his arrests and stuff, and how he got. I mean, I think he barely had a run in WWF. I mean, how long was his run? It was pretty short, if I remember
It was pretty
correctly.
short, but he was still there.
Yeah. So yeah, you were right about the match. I don't remember a Scott Casey at all. That's the thing. It's like why is it on pay-per-view?
Well, here's what happened. It was because if you watch before Survivor Series, they actually advertised something different. So instead of Scott Casey, who was a jobber at the time, they were actually advertising. So you had Andre's team, Andre and Dino Bravo's team versus Jake, Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Tino Santana. They had Ken Patera in there, but then they also had B. Brian Blair. So he was supposed to be on their team. I think he got hurt because they were advertising with B. Brian Blair. If you watch before Survivor Series,
he was supposed to be on the babyface team. That's right.
He was supposed to be on the babyface team, and I think he got hurt, and so they had to switch out him and Scott Casey because, right before Survivor Series '88, if you watch the Primetime Wrestling in '88, they were advertising B. Brian Blair, and then all of a sudden they advertised for Scott Casey, like right before Survivor Series.
Okay, so
yeah, if you ever get a chance, guys, go back and watch Primetime Wrestling in '88.
Couldn't they find anybody else? I mean, Scott Casey is basically a jobber. I didn't remember him at all.
No, because I mean they had Sam Houston already with who was Sam Houston with? I don't think he was with Savage. He was with he wasn't with the Hart Foundation. He might have been with Savage and Hogan because the Mega Powers was big.
The Mega Powers, Hercules, Coco Beware, and Hillbilly Jim defeated the Twin Towers. Hakeem and
so
Big
Sam
Boss
Houston
Man
was with the Hart Foundation then, I think.
Hold on.
Because they just turned the Hart Foundation, or they split them up.
Here. Hold on.
So he was with
okay, here, Powers of Pain, Warlord and Barbarian, the Rockers, British Bulldogs, the Hart Foundation, and the Young Stallions.
That was the 10-man tag team.
Yeah, that was
thing.
a 10-on-10. Yeah,
so
defeating
Houston
Demolition.
Was with someone.
The Ultimate Warrior. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the first one. The Ultimate Warrior, Brutus Beefcake, Sam Houston, the Blue Blazer. Defeating Jim Brunzell, defeating Honky Tonk Man, Ron Bass, Danny Davis, Greg Valentine, Bad News Brown.
Because Bad News Brown walks out. He walks out of the whole thing because he got hit by Greg by accident. It was supposed to be an accident, but he gets pissed and walks off, right?
He walks off,
and gets counted out. And then I think Sam Houston also, he was one of the first ones to lose or something. Something like someone was, it wasn't the Blue Blazer. He was like one of the last ones to go.
If you guys don't know, this is Owen Hart, by the way. It's just under Blue Blazer.
Yes, the Blue Blazer was Owen Hart back then, yes.
Yeah.
Because at WrestleMania 5, at WrestleMania 5, it would be Mr. Perfect versus the Blue Blazer. And Kurt, and that was at Trump Plaza. I know we'll get demonetized if I say Trump Plaza, for fuck's sake.
We're not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, really, people, you can't make this shit up. YouTube literally will demonetize people if you say Trump Plaza, which is a real place. But anyway, so Sam Houston was already out of it, and he was kind of like Kurt, up and coming. So they were kind of like, because there is a match between him and Sam Houston before Survivor Series, I believe. I don't remember what date. I'd have to look that back up. But in December after Survivor Series, there's one with Kurt and Paul Roma. That was a good match. Him and Paul Roma was a good match. But anyway, we're talking about Survivor Series and War Games. So
we gotta get back to
that. Survivor Series '89 was actually, that's when it became 4-4. So when it first started in '87 and '88, they had 5 and 5. So they had 10 guys in there. Plus they had all those tag teams. I don't even know how those tag teams stayed on the apron.
Yeah, it was
because there was like at least 5 teams of 2, right? The tag teams. Excuse me.
Yeah. So, wow, I'm surprised. The first one eliminated from the perfect match was Ken Patera. Then Scott Casey was second. I'm surprised. I thought he'd be the first one.
Well, no, because he was more of a Scott Casey was, but Ken Patera, I think they did the Rude Awakening on him. Shit. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch, but yeah, I think he got eliminated first, and then Scott Casey, and then Andre sat on Tito Santana. Well, I think Harley Race gets eliminated, or is it Tito Santana first?
After Scott Casey is Harley.
Yeah, it's Harley Race because he got caught
Then
doing
Tito.
something. I don't know. He got caught sleeping.
Then Tito was next, eliminated by Andre.
Because Andre
Jim
sat
Duggan,
on him. He just like just sits
and
on
Jim
him.
Duggan was disqualified. Rick Rude was eliminated by Jake Robert by pinfall.
So with Jim Duggan, they were already like at 2 because once they lost Tito Santana, it was 2 against 5. 4, excuse me. They had barely lost anybody on Kurt's team. So what happened was when Tito went down, then here comes and then Harley Race went down too, and then Tito went down, and then it was Dino Bravo versus Hacksaw, and Frenchie Martin grabs Hacksaw's leg, and he goes to do something, and Dino hits him. So he says, well, if you're going to interfere, I'm going to grab my 2x4, and he hits Dino with a 2x4. And if you listen, if you go back and watch that match, it's really funny because they bleep out, he goes, that's bull, beep. They actually bleep bullshit.
Well, they have to. WWF was, kind of family friendly. So, on the re-airings, or when it came out on VHS, they had to bleep bullshit.
Yeah.
So then
I just thought that was funny that Jim says that. But then, he so Jake the Snake gets rid of Rick Rude, catches him while he's not sleeping, gets the DDT on him. And actually, it's funny because Rick Rude, he somehow pulls Rick's pants down, so Rick's bare assed for like several seconds, and then he DDTs him, and he's still bare assed. It's because that was they had just gotten over, or they were just about to get over the feud of or no, they just gotten over the feud between Rick Rude and Jake the Snake, where Rick Rude was wearing Cheryl Roberts on his tights.
Yeah.
And Jake always told him, if I see you wearing those tights with my wife's face on them, I'm going to take them off of you. Well, Rick never wore underwear.
In his gear, on his tights. So, whoops. He just
I don't want to see your bare ass. Come on, dude. But he I don't know how he gets bare ass. I think Jake reaches up and grabs him and pulls his chunks down, and now his bare ass is showing. He DDTs him, and then Rick's just laying there like this with his bare ass hanging out. And when they roll him out, then he's pulling up his pants. I'm like, ew.
Then Andre gets eliminated by disqualification. So
right. And that's because, he sees what happened with Rick Rude. He just comes in and he's choking Jake, and he's choking Jake, and he's choking Jake. And he lets go, and then finally he just doesn't want to let go. And you can you can see Kurt kind of sort of in the background. And they're like, Andre has been disqualified. Here, Kurt go, for what? Because he was choking him out, babe. He said 1, 2, 3, 4.
Andre wasn't going to be the final survivor, so he had to get beat somehow. So by disqualification, now take a pinfall. So it's like he's not going to eat a pin. He
wasn't going to take a pinfall, so he got disqualified for choking Jake after the count of 5, and the referee warned him several times and then disqualifies him. So it's not like he just did it the first time. He's like 1, 2, 3, and he's taking a singlet and choking Jake. So Jake falls back into the ring, and then Kurt covers him 1, 2, 3. Dino Bravo and Kurt survive. But they didn't want Kurt to eat a pinfall either, because he was still in the middle of that perfect record. So they didn't want him to take one. And he also gets a win over in 89. That's in 89, Survivor Series 89. That's when it goes to 4-4. So Kurt's match, Rick Rude was the captain. It was Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and the Rougeau brothers versus Roddy Piper, the Bushwhackers, and Jimmy Snuka. This match was awesome. If you ever get a chance, look up Survivor Series 1989 We were both 3 years old.
Hey, all the matches and pay-per-views are still on Peacock as of now. So unless
Yes.
WWE sells them to somebody
And hopefully,
else, so...
no, they're not going to do that because I will literally hit the shit fan because I'm paying $18 right now to watch Kurt in 1989 and 1988. But if you actually watch that match, I love it because I think the Rude Piper feud should have been longer. I mean, it started at SummerSlam and kind of like ended by the time. I mean, because 1990, Rude was going after Warrior.
Yeah, for the world title, I think.
Right. So, the Rick Rude Roddy Piper feud just kind of went. I love their feud because it started on Primetime Wrestling.
Because Warrior became the champion, he needed someone who could wrestle so they could, carry him to the match. Right. So Vince looked at Rick Rude and is like, "Can you work with Warrior again?" Because he probably rolled his eyes. It's like, as long as I get paid for the world title matches, get paid like a main eventer, yeah, I'll do it. He probably, because they worked together for the Intercontinental. He beat Warrior for the Intercontinental at WrestleMania.
Right, at WrestleMania 5.
Yeah. That's when they did the finish with Bobby, grabbing his foot and holding him down.
Bobby was holding it down like this. If you watch WrestleMania 5 at the Intercontinental Championship match between, of course, Rick Rude and the Ultimate Warrior. Now, Warrior gets it back at SummerSlam 89 because Piper interferes, which is funny because Piper shows his ass. Did you see? Yeah. But I mean, there's nothing under the kilt, guys. There's nothing under the kilt. Not this time, right? But he was mocking Rick Rude because Rick Rude wasn't wearing underwear because he was told not to. Because when you pull the pants down and Rick Rude is bare-assed, well, So, yeah, like you can watch that match again. What happens is the Rick Rude match, the Survivor Series, because Roddy Piper interferes and the Warrior gets the belt back at SummerSlam 89. There's a Survivor Series match. Of course, he has Kurt, his best friend, Mr. Perfect. So it's Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, the Rougeau brothers, who sucked anyway. I didn't really like the Rougeau brothers. No offense to Jacques or Raymond. I just didn't like him.
Who became the Mountie? I think it was Raymond, right? Or Jacques?
It was Jacques.
Okay,
Raymond,
he became the Mountie.
He became an announcer, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, did he? One of them became the Mountie. I think it was...
That was Jacques. Yeah, it was Jacques.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Raymond became an announcer.
Yes. Raymond became an announcer because he got severely hurt where he could not wrestle anymore. Jacques became the Mountie and had that famous jailhouse match with the Big Boss Man.
Which I love that match.
SummerSlam 1991.
I love that match. I mean, I go back and
I
watch
just like the gay guy. He's like, "Hi." He's like, "Oh my God. Don't you just love the way leather feels against your body?" He's like, "Let me out of here."
Yeah, so we do have to get back to the modern stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk more tomorrow.
That's where, well, yeah. But that's where it went down to 4-4. So for 87 and 88, it was 5-5. And then for 89 on, it was 4-4. So that's where they got the numbers for Survivor Series.
Since we brought up Warriors WWF title run, just real quick, the issue is Vince didn't have any really good heels for him to work with because he fed them all to Hogan. So it was he had to repeat the Rude feud, and then eventually drops it to Sergeant Slaughter. So it's
but I thought he should have. I thought he should have raised Kurt to that level because in 89 he was trying to feed Kurt to Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan looked like $1 million, and Hogan wouldn't work with him. But now you had Warrior, and I know Warrior would work with Kurt. So I'm like, why didn't he just level up Kurt? Because he knew Kurt could do the job. He made Warrior look like $1 million too.
Yeah, so it was Rick Rude, and then I don't remember who was the next guy, but eventually he dropped it to Warrior. I mean, excuse me, to Sergeant Slaughter.
He dropped it to Slaughter, yeah. And it's because you guys will see this in December. The first week of December, I actually have Sergeant Slaughter in an interview. I come with receipts where Sergeant Slaughter, it was Sergeant Slaughter versus the Ultimate Warrior at Royal Rumble 1991.
It was 91.
Now, Hogan was about to win, but sometime before Royal Rumble, so this could have been in December or December, November, October. The Warrior, because he could not wrestle, literally broke the Macho Man Randy Savage, broke his wrist on purpose. And so to get back at him, because you didn't want to piss off Savage, that's the last person you wanted to fuck with.
No, you can ask the guy. You can ask the guy in the Waffle House. So what happened to him? Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's what Randy supposedly said. Anyway, this guy. But anyway, Savage to retaliate and
nailed him in the head.
Slaughter said he just heard this really big popping sound. But it was
like, what happened?
Savage was number 18. He was supposed to come out into the Royal Rumble, and here's what happened. So when Savage is supposed to hit the Warrior, and he's supposed to kick out anyway. So what happens is he clocks the Warrior in the head really hard, like it makes a really loud noise. Like Slaughter said, it sounded like someone popping off a pop gun. Like that's how loud it was.
He's like, what?
So, and he sees Warrior just kind of sitting there like, ugh. And he sees glass in his head because Savage literally popped him in the head with his scepter. He had a scepter from becoming King Savage. That was when they had that, because the first king was Harley Race, the second one was Haku, and then it was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and then it was Savage. So Savage becomes King Savage, whatever. Sherry becomes queen. And so anyway, he comes out because he said the next thing I saw was Sherry and Savage hightailing it. They were running away, and he you hear the Warrior moaning. So he turns the Warrior over and says, well, I'll wake him up with a
elbow. Yeah, elbow. He dropped an elbow on him.
And he said, I expected 1, 2, and
kick out.
But he was like 1,
2,
3. Oh shit! Now what? What? Wait, I'm the champion.
Because if you go back and watch that match, he seemed kind of shocked. that he's the champion. It's like
everybody was shocked. All the crowd was shocked. Everybody was shocked. Even Slaughter was shocked. Everybody was shocked. But that was Vince McMahon. McMahon said, if the dumbass doesn't fucking kick out, count to 3. It's his fault for not kicking out.
That's why I think a month ago, that was that brutal finish on Raw where Nia Jax didn't kick out and referee didn't count the 3.
Didn't count the 3.
That's brutal. Yeah, that was just a brutal way to.
And it looked stupid and looked scripted, and it literally exposed the business as being fake.
The referee was buried. Tiffany Stratton was buried. Everybody was horrible.
Everyone looked awful. They looked awful. Like they didn't know what they were doing. It looked scripted. It looked awful. So in that time, they had something though with Slaughter being a Iraqi sympathizer, and of course you have that whole thing. But I honestly think that if they had put Mr. Perfect up there with the Warrior instead, maybe he would have won the belt instead of Slaughter. Maybe it would have drawn. You could have had the Boy Next Door or whatever, or you could have had Kurt go Mr. Perfect. Everybody wanted to have a beer with Mr. Perfect.
Hogan,
but go ahead. I'm listening. Sorry.
It was supposed to be Hogan Warrior 2, and Hogan gets his win back from Warrior.
Right, but that didn't happen because Warrior didn't kick out.
And Vince didn't want to bury Sergeant Slaughter by putting the belt back on Warrior like a month later. So it's like, fuck it, we got to do Slaughter Hogan at WrestleMania instead. And Hogan beats Slaughter instead.
Right. And Slaughter goes on to say, well, let me finish what I was going to say first.
Okay, yeah.
So Warrior goes back to the back. He actually comes to and runs to the back, finds Savage, and they're having it out in the locker room. So they're trying to break it up. Guys, stop. But Savage must have hightailed it out of there because he was supposed to be 18 in the Royal Rumble and he never showed up.
Yeah.
So
I remember that because
that someone wasn't communicating there. Or that maybe he had hightailed it out. He didn't want.
He left the building as a shoot. Because Warrior's gonna kill me, so I'm gone.
I'm gone. He already broke my wrist, right?
Yeah.
So they had to do something, but Hogan was pissed. Slaughter said Hogan was pissed because he had just Slaughter had the purple belt because that was the Ultimate Warriors.
Yeah, that was.
He had a purple belt, so he's carrying it. And if you actually see the picture of Slaughter, Hogan had just won the Royal Rumble and had already showered and stuff. And now they're like, well, we want to do pictures of you and Slaughter. So not only did Hogan had to oil himself back up again to do these pictures after he just taken a shower, but also he had to stand on a box because in his stocking feet, Hogan was not 6'7", not on purpose. In his boots and lifts, he was 6'7", but he was 6'2" out in his stocking feet.
Yeah, Hulk was shorter.
He had to stand on this box to be taller than Sergeant Slaughter
because he's supposed to be taller than Slaughter. Yeah.
Well, and I also remember they were trying to get really big heat for Slaughter, and he was already getting death threats as it was. Because of the whole Iraqi sympathizer thing.
We just invaded. The first Gulf War started. We just invaded. So
so someone comes up with a genius that, hey, let's burn the American flag, and Slaughter went, no, or I will be deleted. I will get deleted, and my family will too.
Yeah, I want to get heat. I'm a heel, but that goes too far.
That goes way too far. I think it was McMahon. I think it was Vince that said that. Who suggested it. Yeah. And he was like, no. But he's like, well, how about if we burn a Hogan shirt? Like a Hawk Rules shirt. Well, that was, it was just as bad as an American flag because they did it right on TV and people literally wanted blood. They wanted Sergeant Slaughter's blood real bad.
Yeah, because this is the early 90s and Americans mostly supported the war because they brought, again, I don't want to bring politics into it, but they were tricked by that, I think it was, who was it?
Iraqi princess or something?
Yeah, some kind of princess, or she claimed she was a nurse, but it turns out she was the daughter of an ambassador or something from Kuwait or something. So anyway, she claimed that the Saddam Hussein's troops were killing babies and stomping in their heads. And she saw this in Congress. That's what led to the first Gulf War and Americans supporting the war. And later it turns out a bunch of horseshit. It never happened. So the war again was built on lies. But anyways, let's get back to Sergeant Slaughter. And he had a lot of heat. And leading into that match, Hulk had to win because he had to get, America, USA, so but that wasn't supposed to happen apparently. And it screwed up Hogan getting his win back. So he didn't get his win back until like 7 years later in WCW when he had
WCW in 1998. Right. Yeah. And I remember Hogan, when Warrior comes out, like Hogan has this look on his face and he goes, oh my God, I thought you were dead. what a hell of a thing to say, Hogan. Jesus Christ.
And then more in WCW, that initial segment, Warrior rambled for 30 minutes. And Bischoff and Hogan were like, what the fuck do we do? We can't get out of this. We had to he went through 2 commercial breaks and stuff. They couldn't cut out of it because he was so rambling with his promo. So it's like they lost 2 commercial breaks. Bischoff was pissed, so was Hogan because I don't even know what he said, so I'm supposed to respond. He just rambled for 30 minutes. I can't respond to that. But yeah, let's get back to the modern stuff we're supposed to be talking about, and instead we just went off for 30 minutes about.
Well, we were telling the history of Survivor Series, the history of War Games, where it was like I think it was like 5-on-5 with War Games as well. But then they moved it down to 4 as well. So kind of the same traditions of Survivor Series and War Games. But I still wouldn't combine them.
Yeah, WWE is 5-on-5 now. That's what they've been doing. So, I mean, this War Games concept is not working. They should go back to the traditional Survivor Series matches. But Triple H thinks that's passé. Oh, that's old fashioned. I mean, let's just do the War Games.
I mean, he to be in Survivor Series. He knew how Survivor. He was. I don't think he was ever in a War Games, but for fuck's sake,
he wasn't in a War Games. That was a WCW thing, and he was he was a lower on the card, so they wouldn't use him for War Games. I don't think. So I guess he has he really loves the War Games matches, which is why he added them to WWE, but it's just not good the way he
I like the War Games with you had Paul E, you had Medusa, and you had Austin back when he had blonde hair. And that one war, I think it was 94. They had Paul E, they had Larry Sabisco, Paul E, Medusa.
Come on, look back cookies.
Bad cookies.
Now
Bad
Hogan's the one
cookies.
isn't alive. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, you were talking.
No, that's okay. So yeah, it was Larry Sabisco, Rick Rude, Austin, and somebody else against Sting, Ricky Steamboat. The baby faces, basically. So the baby faces in 94 against the heels of 94. But Rick Rude was
Austin.
in one. Oh, yeah,
Definitely
when he had hair.
Yeah, so he was the U.S. champion, and they were apparently, according to Austin, he's supposed to have a match. He's supposed to have a title matches with Flair. But that never happened because Hulk Hogan came in and said he took Austin's spot. He's supposed to have matches with Flair.
And Flair stooged him, too.
Yeah. So he was supposed to have matches with Flair.
I heard very bad stories when Flair was Booker. They didn't like him. Like Savage complained about him all the time because they had like Booker T kicking out of Savage's finisher. He's like, "What are you trying to do? Ruin me?
Yeah, I mean,
motherfucker, trying to ruin me."
And these guys back in the day protected their finish. So it was like not many guys kick out of Savage's elbow drop. Hogan did, but that's Hogan, you know. So
yeah, I mean, he no-selled it and does that shaking thing, what they call hawking up.
Yeah.
So, but this, like I said, I would rather have the Survivor Series back. So if you had 5 guys and like they started with Survivor Series 5 and 5, 10 guys in there, that's okay. That's fine with me. So you have Punk, Cody, the Usos, probably maybe Sami Zayn, maybe John Cena.
Sammy was feuding with he's feuding right now with the MFTs on SmackDown, so I don't think he'd be in this match. So I assume it would be another babyface. I don't know who. I mean, LA Knight, maybe.
Yeah, maybe LA Knight. Hey, LA Knight won a match. Look at that.
He did. Oh, but he's in the John Cena Last Man tournament or whatever. So I don't think they'll stick him here unless they do. Anyways, I don't know. But versus another heel, I don't know who's other heel. That Triple H might pick 2 random baby faces and heels and just throw them in there because he's kind of lazy lately booking because he's too busy, going to the White House and stuff. And
I don't know why I'm thinking this, but like Damian Priest maybe as a baby face.
Could be because he's in a program. I think he's in a program with Aleister Black though. He was.
Yeah, Aleister Black would have to be the heel then.
You had the other heel, yeah. He was.
Well, you had Aleister. No offense, but you had Aleister Black. Sorry, itchy nose. You had Aleister Black challenge Cody Rhodes, so I'm thinking it's Damian Priest and Aleister Black.
It could be, yeah, that could make sense because he's challenging Cody for the title, and even though Cody's definitely going to beat him, I mean, there's no way to put the belt on Aleister Black. So
we have our 5 and 5 there. I thought it was
we're predicting is going to be Damian Priest and Aleister Black. I'm about to call him Malachi Black. I was going to call him Malachi Black.
Call him that. You can call him that.
He's in AEW. Yeah, so, and the women's matches, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, and 2 to be determined, the babyface side, versus Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and to be announced. So
probably, I'm thinking for the women's heels, Roxanne Perez and what's her nuts?
Roxanne
Rodriguez, and Raquel.
Could be
Rochelle is Jim Cornette calls her.
So the issue was on SmackDown. Charlotte said that she didn't want to work with Rhea Ripley, so she left the team. So she's supposed to be in the team initially, but last night on SmackDown, last night she said I'm not gonna team with Rhea Ripley and left. So that's why it says 2 on the babyface side to be announced. So
well, then maybe Charlotte's going to the heels. If she doesn't want to work with Rhea Ripley, then she's going to go to the heels.
Maybe that's possible. They might flip her heel for this. They dropped the tag team title to the Kabuki Warriors, so that partnership with Alexa and Charlotte. That's possible. She might turn and join the heel side. So because apparently, not apparently, but we know Rhea and Charlotte have their issues for years, so they've been feuding with each other. So she refuses to team with Rhea, so she walks out. Now you have 2 to be announced for the babyface side.
So then it could be like Roxanne Perez and Charlotte, and then whoever wants to take for the baby faces.
Stephanie
Valkyrie,
she might be stuck in this. Nikki Bella might be on the heel side because, as we know, we're going to talk about it. Nikki Bella did a friendship betrayal angle. It seems like that's how
bitch, I missed it.
Yeah, it seems like that's all Triple H know how to book. Friendship betraying each other angle, so that's happened a lot in WWE television lately. It's like
Shut up, bad cookies.
again,
Sorry, go ahead.
again. It's like you're that lazy. Like I know you're going to the White House a lot. You're basically a part of the administration, but still, I mean, come on,
Okay.
you're supposed to be booking for WWE, not being part of the administration. So if you want to be part of the administration, just resign and let Bruce Pritchard book or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Stephanie Valkyrie, and then on the baby faces, I guess Stephanie and wouldn't be the Wyatt Six.
That girl from the
Well,
Nikki Cross, no.
It could be. So on the heels, it could be Charlotte and Nikki Bella since she turned on Stephanie Valkyrie.
Yeah,
but
she's a
Stephanie
heel
would be in
now.
the baby faces and then
Yeah,
one
she
more
would.
baby face.
Yeah, they would have to find another girl, a baby face girl. Tiffany Stratton maybe might be stuck in this. I don't know because they're not doing anything with her.
Well, and maybe no. So okay, here's what I think is going to happen. So they'll have on the heels Charlotte and Nikki Bella, and then they'll bring Stephanie and Tiffy. Well,
Yeah.
and they could have Jane Cargill somewhere in there too. I don't know. Well,
That's
she's the champ,
she
so
could,
I don't know.
She could be that last heel because
she could be the last heel instead
because
of.
I don't think she's defending the title at War Games because they only have 2 matches announced, which is the 2 War Game matches. I assume they'll add one or two matches on the card, but right now it's only 2 matches on this card. So,
if Charlotte stays with the baby face, I know Stephanie's definitely going to be there.
Yeah, she would add their sticker in there.
And if they may turn Charlotte at the end. Like if they lose or whatever, she'll turn against Alexa Bliss. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we could have Jane Cargill and Tiffy Stratton. Tiffy could be on the babyface side, and of course Jade, since she's a heel, would be on the heel side.
Yeah. So yeah,
and that would even everybody out, and everyone has feuds together like they used to do in Survivor Series.
Yeah, this is
people who were feuding usually were in the Survivor Series on that team. So like when they actually they ended the feud between Jake and Rick Rude, and then they started with Jake and Andre. So Jake and Andre were on opposite sides. I think that's what I was trying to get at is people who were feuding at the time would actually be on separate teams, but they would put them in the Survivor Series, but put them in the same match. So like when Jake became blinded by Rick Martel, when he was, on Survivor Series 1990, Jake was against Rick Martel, and of course the Warlord and Power and Glory, who was Hercules Hernandez and Paul Roma.
Yeah.
Because they broke up Strike Force, and they also broke up the Young Stallions.
Charlotte will look good.
That's why I said, "Shut up, bad cookies."
So yeah, this is awful. I mean, I'm not looking forward to this show. I mean, it's a couple days after Thanksgiving. We got to review it on the 30th. I'm not looking forward to this. Usually, I like Survivor Series, but this is War Games. Is just their version of War Games is not good, at least. So, and you have a women's match too, which again, this may be controversial, but I don't think women should be having no DQ matches because it looks fake. They can barely set up the tables. They can barely set up the furniture. You don't want to see them bleed. So it's like, so I don't know what's the point of having a women's war game match other than being politically correct. Like, oh, the women's get a match too. Obviously, come on.
Well, kind of like Blood and Guts. I mean, give and take there. Though again, someone had said, I don't like seeing women bleed. I think it was Brian Last said it. I don't like seeing women bleed. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't tell a story, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But they want to be politically correct, like you said. So I guess let them do it.
So that's War Games. I mean, we'll probably preview it when it gets closer because that's when the card will be more fleshed out. But Blood and Guts was terrible. The women eventually win. Hangman Adam Page defeated Powerhouse Hobbs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I didn't even see any clips. I don't really know what happened.
I mean, Adam Page is just awful. His stuff is.
Is he still the champion? Is he still the champion?
Yeah, and his promos suck.
Yeah. I don't know what Tony's think. I mean, at this point, his second run is as terrible as his first run with that belt. So we had the men's blood and guts match, which took nearly an hour.
Bad cookies.
Darby. So we have Darby Allin, Roderick Strong, the conglomeration, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Kyle O'Reilly. They defeated the Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta, and Daniel Garcia, and Pac by submission. So,
and guess what? Their average for all that bullshit that they did during their match at Blood and Guts, 600,000. That's it.
That's the hardcore AEW fan base, 500, 600,000. I mean, that's all they're not getting any new fans to watch the show.
I think it's all just shit. And I'm waiting to see, well, I mean, they're about to talk about it on Bad Cookies. I don't care about other women's time of the month. I worry about my own, thanks. That's bad enough. But getting back to AEW, it's shit. I don't even like hearing about it when Jim Cornette and Brian Last talk about it. So that's what I'm saying. You know, it's just bullshit. It's not good wrestling. It's not even wrestling. It's not even good circus delay shit. It's not even good entertainment. Hey, am I boring you?
Yeah. No.
What?
Well, yeah, this wasn't good. I was gonna watch it live, but I not in the habit. So I forgot.
I didn't watch it at all. I thought it was shit. I saw clips on.
Yeah, I saw clips, but on X.
I saw clips on X, but I was just like, oh, come on! It looks like the one guy gets on and starts. He looks like he's gonna essay him. He literally looks like he's about to get on the back and pull his pants down. I swear.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on, guys. Really? You want to butt fuck people? Just can you do this in your own private residencies?
Oh my god. I just looked it up, and the AEW official Twitter account shared Sky Blue and Kyle O'Reilly just covered in blood, like that crimson mass, and that
like they literally cut an artery and they're bleeding like stuffed pigs.
Yeah, look at this. I'm not going to show it for long, but look at this. This is, for no reason. This is not a blood feud. This is not, a year-long angle. And you end it with a no DQ match and you bleed like crazy. That's different. Okay, that's great, but not what that is. This is just random matches for no reason. So let's see.
I mean, it is called Blood and Guts, but they give it away on free TV. I mean, I know
they gave it away on free TV,
but I mean, they didn't even put it on a pay-per-view.
I'm surprised they didn't put it on pay-per-view. I think that's how desperate Tony is for ratings, that he just put it on free TV. Because here's the thing, Warner Brothers.
He didn't get any other ratings. It's 600K.
No, it's the same. It's the same audience, the same hardcore audience that always watches. So that failed. But the reason why they're worried, because Warner Brothers Discovery is about to go on sale right now. Netflix is offering a bunch of money. CBS is, like, a bunch of companies want Warner Brothers Discovery because it includes HBO, it includes Paramount. There's so many companies that include in WBD that they like Netflix and CBS. Their HBO is another one too, so that's a big deal. So they're trying to buy this up, and Warner Brothers Discovery might sell. So if they do sell, then AEW is in trouble, because I don't know how the new owners are going to put up with those type of ratings. 500,000, 600,000 on primetime on Wednesday night. When I guarantee you a movie would get better ratings. Like any random movie they air at that time slot would get better ratings.
Right. And that's what they were kind of saying on Jim Cornette's show. They're kind of like, this might be the end of AEW. And because no one's going to put up with those kind of ratings. Like, yeah, it's a millionaire or billionaire's money, but it's his dad's money. It's not even his.
And the only reason why they got the TBS or TNT time slot eventually moved to TBS is because his dad knew an executive at WBD, so he did. So that's why, as a favor to his dad, they got on TNT. So that's the only reason why they got on TNT. They got that TV deal because his dad knew somebody at WBD. So again, this is a nepotism definition of nepotism. This company, it's not. I'm surprised they lasted this long.
Right.
Because Tony is. at Tony. What has Tony done in 40 years? I mean, he supposedly runs an analytics company, and he's also running the Jaguars. They're terrible every year, so I don't know how that works. They're running who was it? It's some European league soccer team. What was it? It's not Fulham. It's something else. That I think is it Fulham that they run. I don't know. Some kind of.
Can you stall for me? I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back. Promise.
Okay. So, yeah. So that's what's going on there. Let's see. So on SmackDown, Zack Ryder returned. Matt Cardona, whatever he wants to be called now, and he was in the John Cena tournament, and he was defeated by LA Knight, I believe it was, remember correctly. So that's when LA Knight got his win against Zack Ryder of all people.
Yes, he did actually. He won a match. Imagine
he
that.
defeated the returning Zack Ryder after like 10 plus years being away WWE. So
Zack Ryder did a job for him.
Yeah. Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, what do you call him? He did a job.
Yeah, that's Matt Cardona, the guy that was on it was GCW or something.
Yeah, that's Matt Cardona.
With Killer Cross.
Yeah. So he was Zack Ryder in WWE for years. The only reason why he kept the job for years because he was Cena's best friend. So that's why he kept the job for like 10 years. Even though he was a job guy, basically. Vince used him as a job guy. But that's Matt Cardona, yeah.
Oh shit.
So LA Knight defeated him. I'm not sure whether Cardona or Zack Ryder signed a new contract or that was just a one night appearance. I don't know. So because I haven't heard anything of him signing a contract. So
I haven't really heard of anything either. Oh shit. Well, I know Killer Cross is trying to get a match with Matt Riddle. What the fuck?
Yeah, Matt Riddle.
Did you see that? He was talking shit on Killer Cross.
Yeah, so Matt Riddle is that he was in WWE too. He was
a stoner dude.
Yeah, he was. His claim to fame is being a tag team with Randy Orton and winning tag team titles with him. And Vince was going to push him. He was going to get a big push, but he's a moron. I mean, he's smoking weed constantly, and he was a stoner, and he just also tried to fight Brock. Like he was a badass, and he could beat Brock because of course, that pissed off Brock. So it's like,
remember when he forgot his lines and just walks off?
He forgot his line too. Yeah.
And Asuka's like, what do I do now, boss?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he looked at the cameraman. I think it's a producer. Is like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. And they walks off, and Asuka's like, don't leave me here.
Yeah. So he just walked off the segment. Dude. Yeah. So
gotcha guy.
And now Matt Riddle's in the indie scene, and he's
talking trash on Killer Cross.
He's talking trash about WWE, Killer Cross. He's just running his mouth. So now,
kind of like Richard Holiday did, but I found out I actually kind of like Richard Holiday right now. I found out that Richard Holiday had cancer, and the reason why him and Cross had a feud. Was because he was actually trying to push Richard Holiday. I was like, I didn't know he had cancer, but he beat it. And Kevin called him when he had cancer. And you see Richard on the documentary One Big Work. Everybody check that out. It's on YouTube. One Big Work. Okay, sorry. So One Big Work. Check that out. And he talks and Richard Holiday is like, man, I never forgot that. When he called me and told me I'm going to beat this, we're going to do this, he was there for me. He said, as a human being, that's something I'll never forget. Like, dude, I actually apologized to him on Twitter. I was like, dude, I didn't know you had cancer. I'm so sorry. I liked our promos. I hope you win,
Yeah, so it's I don't know. I mean, I don't watch AEW, but WWE is just, it's like there's no passion.
Bill should come on. Did Bill even come on, or did you tell him that we weren't doing it?
No, I don't.
This is my.
I don't. I don't know whether because I didn't send them a link, so I don't know. We didn't agree he's gonna come on or not. I don't know. I don't because he didn't say anything. So
Well, because he was like, well, I don't feel right, making fun of wrestling because I don't really watch it now. And I was like, we make fun of it all the time, dude. Just come on. It's no big deal. We make fun of AEW all the time. We make fun of WWE, because it's crap. Hang on.
Uh-huh. So that's Survivor Series War Games. and so we'll probably preview it properly next Saturday, I guess. Today's the 15th. Yeah, next Saturday, 22nd.
Yeah, the 22nd.
So we'll preview it properly then. I assume they'll book one or two more matches because they have.
What more matches could they do other than the War Games part?
Well, I mean, they have 3 hours to fill. Those 2 War Games matches probably be an hour and a half at
Jesus
maximum. So
well, they would need something else like a filler. So
they have 4 TVs left.
Dumb Shit 1 versus Dumb Shit 2.
Yeah. They have 4 TVs left. The 17th, the 21st, the 24th, and the 28th. They have 4 TVs left. So they gotta add 1 or 2 more matches during those TV tapings. So yeah, so I'm not looking forward to this pay-per-view. It's probably gonna suck. And by the way, this is the last pay-per-view until Royal Rumble in February. So
they don't have it. Oh no, because they have Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, they have Saturday Night's Main Event.
They use it as a pay-per-view. It's almost like it is a pay-per-view because they hype it up so much. But then they're not going to have Jesse Ventura on this time, which really fucking sucks. But I mean,
his contract wasn't renewed, so they just walked away from it.
So they kind of said, "All right, everybody, split."
We tried it for a year. He made 4 appearances. Apparently, they didn't like his commentary, so it was like. He just disappeared shortly after that. So the last one he didn't do commentary. He was just at the beginning, hyping up the matches, and then he was gone.
I think it goes back to that cage match thing where he was talking over the ring announcer when the ring announcer was saying the rules, and they're like, Jesse, and he's like, "Oh, sorry." But I mean, it was like that, So we're trying to like reel him in, so to speak. They're like, stop. And Jesse doesn't do what he's told. Jesse Ventura never's done what he's told. So he was just like, yap.
They were trying. The issue is they're trying to use him as a commentator and try to overproduce him like they do with everybody else. And Jesse's old school. He's not good. He wasn't produced. Vince didn't produce him and tell him what to say.
That's right.
So it was more. He gave him suggestions like, "Hey, make fun of me. Make fun of my hair. You could do this and that." So this work that into your commentary. That's it. You didn't. That's the only direction you got.
I miss Jesse. I admit it. I admit it. He broke my heart, but politic wise. But I mean, I miss him. Jesse.
Yeah, they were trying to overproduce him, and it just didn't work. It didn't mesh because they overproduce everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone gets
Michael
overproduced.
Cole, he fucking sucks. I mean, it's like, shut up, Michael.
Yeah, and his reactions to everything, it's over the top. It's too much.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
dude, calm the fuck down.
It's like he's trying to be JR, but it just doesn't work for him. I mean,
doesn't work. Nope.
I mean, if he was more like a Gordon Soley, it might work for him. Because he's a former. Michael Cole worked for CBS, and he was a correspondent during the first Gulf War. That's like where he started. So he was a news guy. He's an actual news guy. So if he was more like a Gordon Soley and, had that serious like commentator and play-by-play guy instead of trying to be JR, it could work for him. But right now it's too late for him to do that because he's been doing this yelling for 30 years now. So it'd be hard for him to, go back to that all of a sudden.
Right. Well, and I get that, but I mean... I miss him. I miss his commentary. But like I said, there is no, pay-per-view in December because this is John Cena's last
match. Yeah.
last match. I'm sorry.
And
I am not tired. Okay. This is John Cena's last match. Now they're going to make the last match like a pay-per-view. So, I mean, they're already building up Saturday Night's Main Event as if it was a pay-per-view. And it's not.
Have to. It's Cena's last match, so they.
Yeah, I mean,
apparently
but they built up the last one like it was a a pay-per-view.
So it's a 2-hour show, and apparently they might have just a Cena match, and the rest of the show is just talking about like a documentary on Cena, which I would hate because I don't want to watch a documentary on Cena and then lead it into the match. There has to be at least one or two other matches on this card. I mean,
yeah, no offense, but I don't really give a fuck about John Cena's life or wrestling career.
Yeah, what I would do, I would just sit and use my computer until the match, and then I'll go watch the match, obviously. But yeah, I don't want to because that'll be an easy review on the 30th. It's just one match. I don't care about the documentary, or whatever they're gonna air beforehand. So it's just one match, and then I don't know what we're gonna talk about after that because nothing else went on, unless something went on Raw and SmackDown the week before.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully, they have one or two matches there that lead into the main event, and we don't even know who his opponent's gonna be. Jey Uso won his match, by the way.
Well, they think Gunther. I did hear Sami Zayn. Well, Sami Zayn didn't win, did he? Or no, he was just having something with Solo.
No, he's working with MFTs.
Yeah, I heard either Gunther or not Sami Zayn, someone else. I can't even think of his damn name now. Sorry, I'm fresh out. But no, Gunther would be a good match. I really should be Brock Lesnar because Brock made John Cena look like a bitch. I mean, he really did. He kicked his ass in 13 minutes.
We won't see Brock until next year at the Royal Rumble, most likely.
Right.
So, yeah, he's gone the rest of the year. He beat up Cena, he killed him, and then he's gone. We're not going to see him again until Royal Rumble.
Well, and I saw something about Dave Meltzer said that the reason why they suspended Drew McIntyre was because he was going to go do a movie, but he didn't go do a movie. Yes. So I don't know what Dave Meltzer is like in La La Land. He can't get anything right. He gives bullshit matches 5 and 6 and 7 stars, and it's shit.
The reason why Drew McIntyre is back because the main character the film is going to do, that actor got hurt. He suffered some sort of injury, when he started filming. So the movie's delayed for like 6 months, so 6-7 months. So Drew basically is back after he was suspended last week.
Yeah, I mean, you have Nick Aldis screaming, "You're suspended! You're not supposed to be here."
Yeah, so
but he joins the Vision. I'm like, well, is he going to go to? Is he going to go to Raw then? I mean, he just came from Raw. He went to SmackDown. He was supposed to have a bigger deal or better deal.
So he just joins the heel team randomly, even though he was suspended the week before. So unless they lift the suspension, because the movie didn't happen, so or not going to happen in the 6 months. So,
well, I don't agree, and I don't know what's up with Dave Meltzer lately. He literally he's doing LSD or something because there's no way that any of those matches on AEW, especially Blood and Guts, is better than Kurt and Brett at SummerSlam 91, which was 4 stars.
Yeah. So
actually, it's 7 stars, but
thinking of Meltzer blocked me a long time ago, so he blocked me. Who else blocked me? A lot of wrestlers blocked me for some reason. Naomi blocked me. I don't know why. I haven't even interacted with her on X. Nick Aldis also blocked me for some reason. I'm like, why did he block me? I don't interact with him, so I don't know why he would block me, but. Whatever. Who else? It's a few of the wrestlers also blocked me. I don't remember right now, but Conrad Thompson blocked me too at the whole. I got into arguing with him over Ric Flair.
That one.
Yeah,
consider yourself lucky. Now, wear that with a badge of honor. Him and Meltzer. Make sure that you wear that with a badge of honor.
Kevin Nash.
I think Meltzer's on crack or something. Meltzer is either he's sniffing Tony Khan's dick or he's sucking it, or both.
Yeah, Kevin Nash hasn't blocked me yet, even though he's been tweeting more and more about politics lately, and he's just a shit-lib Democrat. So.
Yeah, he's a shit-lib Democrat. Yeah. Though he does get it right sometimes, and he's correct on some things. Yeah. Like, for example, he was saying, about the snaps thing. He was saying about. Well, people they can't get things together, and now the government's going to shut down, and, where are the Democrats? He actually said that. And I said, well, I'm sick of people blaming poor people because you literally have the right saying, and the left, you have the liberals too. You have the liberals saying, well, it's all immigrants' fault. Yeah, but you have mainly the right saying it's all immigrants, and the reason why prices are so high is because people on snaps. I went, are you fucking kidding me? Are you people delusional?
No, that's
so you're gonna blame poor people for rich people who actually the rich people are the ones who control the prices, you dumb motherfuckers. Stop believing rich people.
So yeah, that makes no sense. But yeah, he's been tweeting a lot more about politics than wrestling. It's like I don't even know whether he watches the modern wrestling stuff because in his podcast he mostly talks about politics now. So
he does. Oh, I mean he's talked about Hunter. He was just talking about. He talks about Jane Cargill, Cargill, excuse me, because he thought she was done. I mean, until they turned her heel. I mean, pretty much she was done for, and that's what he was talking about. I did catch that.
The heel turn kind of saved
Richards. Stevie Richards was also talking about it. I don't know if anyone catches his podcast,
or
even knows who Stevie Richards is. He used to hang out with Raven, and I hated Raven. Oh God! In WCW, I hated Raven. He's just sitting in the corner. Quote the Raven evermore. Shut the fuck up.
Quote the Raven. Yes, because Scott Levy was kind of on drugs too, so those promos were kind of like definitely you can tell he's on drugs. So Stevie Richards was mostly Raven's lackey, and not only in ECW but in WCW too. So that's what he was known as.
Well, he'd always have those like half shirts on, and they would hold up those signs in the crowd because it was like Raven's flock, and Raven would sit there till he wrestled, and then he would wrestle and then sit right back down. I'm like, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? You know?
Yeah, so it doesn't. But he's good. His podcast is good too. He knows his stuff with wrestling, so he
does. It. And he was also talking about the fact that Jane Cargill. He was like, "What's next for her? I don't know." I watch him occasionally because he has that guy James Romeo something. I'm sorry, James, I screwed up your name again. But he's like a British guy who he does really good podcasts. Like he has one. It's like the 15 top pedophiles in wrestling or whatever, or criminals or whatever. I really check out his show if you can.
Yeah, he's good.
It's really
awesome. Good too. He's a British guy. He's good. Yeah. So yeah, I mean there is. Especially back in the territory days, a lot of criminals in wrestling. So, these guys would commit crimes and usually get away with it, but sometimes they got caught. So,
he talked about, he talked about Jake's dad.
Grizzly. Grizzly Smith.
Yeah, Grizzly. Yeah. Because Grizzly was a pedophile.
Yeah, he was.
He would actually, here's the thing, like 9-year-old girls.
Knew about it. Everybody knew about it in the business. Well,
did they? But did they?
Yeah. I think so, because I know when he was an agent in WWF, Vince knew about it. Everybody knew about it. He did nothing.
Oh, that's because I think Vince is also one. Like I said, I would not be shocked if the Epstein files did come out, but they're not going to. That is never going to happen, guys. Okay, but if it ever did,
the best we get.
We live in a world like that. If it ever did come out, would anyone really be shocked if Vince McMahon was on those Epstein files?
No, but. The best we're gonna get those emails. Those emails Epstein sent over.
Oh, we know that Trump blew Clinton. I told
we found out that allegedly.
You have to suck the right dick. You have to suck the right dick, and Trump did.
Trump is a billionaire. Trump is friends with Bill Clinton. He doesn't care about you. I tried to tell the sick people
too. Yeah, I also tried to tell
we all did.
Because I saw Kit Cabello, if he ever watches this. I actually saw his Megyn Kelly thing where she says, well, if you're 15, I mean, it's not as bad as like an 8-year-old. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Here's the thing.
15,
she has.
You can't drive. You can't drink. You can't smoke. You can't do anything. You can't even like, what was the one thing? You can't even, you can't drive. Can't movie.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't drink. You can't go to war either. Yeah. So here's the thing. Megyn Kelly has teenage daughters. So it's not like, she doesn't have them and she's just talking out her ass. She has teenage daughters. So she's defending this stuff, even though she has teenage daughters. And I'm sure she wouldn't want them in that situation.
It depends. Well, I think she doesn't care because, again, the rich sacrifice their kids. Because, look, they had 3 kids in there with Donald Trump. I'm like, get the kids away.
I
Get
saw
the kids
that
away.
clip. The White House.
Nope. Get.
The White House tried to have Trump with kids to let everybody know he's a good guy. Still, look, he's
and all I kept
he's
thinking was,
helping
oh my God, those are the sacrifices. Oh my God, you wait till he gets them alone. This is just for cover. This is just for publicity. Those kids are in trouble. Get them away. Get. But no, I was watching that whole thing, and I said to Kit in the comment section, I said, Kit, she is a pedophile. She is helping other pedophiles. This is what happens when we literally let pedophiles rule our country. And I said this going in, and I know this is for Angel in the Afternoon, but I said this several months ago. They are going to try to normalize pedophilia. And I guess what, Miss Kelly? And I'm directed right to you, Megan Kelly, and I don't give a fuck. You come after my kid, and I'll cut your fucking tits off and make you eat them. And I'll watch very happily as I do it. So try to come after my son when he's 15 or any age.
Yeah. So
I'm a mom. I can say this shit. I don't care if she's a mom. Fuck her.
Yeah. So she
don't care about.
They're never going to release those files. All they're going to do is release those emails, and everybody and liberals are acting like this is the end of Trump, and it's like he's not going anywhere.
Well, my coworker was watching a video today. Trump is going to resign. I'm like, Trump's not going to resign. What are you fucking talking about?
No, he's not.
Are you on drugs?
He's not Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon resigned after Watergate, but you can argue this is much worse, but he's not going to resign over this, and the Republicans aren't going to impeach him. So he's going to be president until 2029 at least when he leaves office. So nothing you can do, liberals. He's going to stay president no matter how much you claim this is the end of Trump. Look at the protests in Washington. This is the end of Trump. Meanwhile, it's all old white ladies. Like literally, that's all you see there in the protest. Like Trump's not going anywhere. No matter how much you want to weave the narrative that Trump
and even if you did, you'd have J.D. Vance, who's also a fucking pedophile and a puppet of Peter Thiel, who is also a pedophile.
I can argue J.D. Vance would be worse than Trump.
Yeah, I mean, you think pedophiles are big now, but again, they're normalizing criminal behavior, but it's the fact that they want you to realize that that basically they are normalizing pedophilia so that when they come for your kids to rape them, you'll just go, oh, well, it is thy will be done. Yeah, they have to be pedophiles. I have to bow down to them. The sheeple will do that. And the sheeple will offer up their kids as sacrifices to these fucking pedophiles who are going to rape them. When does it stop, guys? When do we finally get the guillotines out and cut these motherfuckers' heads off? I am not going to sacrifice my kid. I am not doing it. I am a mom. I love my son, and I will not let him be raped by a fucking pedophile. Sorry if we get kicked off of YouTube, but that's how I feel about it. I'm the mom. I'm the only one who's a mom here.
I don't think we'll be kicked off.
This scares the fuck out of me. This scares the fuck out of me because I am a mother. And I will literally sacrifice my life for my son. That's what any good parent would do.
So this is not wrestling related, but I just saw this on Twitter. Hunter Biden claims that it's unlikely Jeffrey Epstein was Mossad. So he's defending Jeffrey
Biden's
Epstein.
A pedophile too.
Yeah, he's one. I mean, he had underage girls with him all the time. So
and he would beat them.
Yeah. So
isn't there like footage of him beating some girl in a hotel?
And he did crack all the time. So he's a crackhead. Yeah. So he beat these young girrs. So
I don't
Hunter Biden also claims. He also claims you should be scared of the CIA more than anything.
You think?
Yeah.
The CIA is also full of pedophiles. So is the FBI. So is ICE.
Is he gonna? So he's getting into podcasting, I guess now, like everybody else is.
I'll make sure I don't watch.
Because he's doing a podcast here. He's saying so. It looks like so. I'm not sure it's his podcast or somebody else's, but
I started listening to Whitney Webb's podcast. Oh shit! Now I forgot what it was. I'm so sorry, Whitney.
I didn't know she had a podcast. So
yes, Whitney Webb has a podcast. I don't remember what it's called. I'm so sorry, Whitney. But if you can look it up, I listened to it on Spotify. It's so good. I went back. I had to go all the way back to 2020 when they did the COVID shit. And she was talking about, with an expert, they're talking about the propaganda and stuff. And that's where I got the biometric warfare.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bio warfare. That's what I meant. So because I was listening, I'm so sorry, I just hiccuped. Because I was listening to her podcast, she is about a spout of information. So, and like I said, I have both her books in paperback, and also I listened to her books on audible.com. Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. So I highly recommend her stuff. She's really good. And anything that I've learned from her books is literally everybody's fucking connected. Everybody's knew who Jeffrey Epstein was. Everyone's a fucking pedophile in Washington and in Hollywood. Remember not the client list, but remember the people who were in Mar-a-Lago, the flight logs and the little black book. Remember the little black book?
Yeah.
People like Al Pacino's number was in there. Tom Hanks's number was in there. Remember? And then everyone kind of glossed it over as, oh, well, that was fake. That wasn't real. Tom Hanks is a pedophile, y'all. He was in the little black book. And
here's the thing with Hollywood. With Hollywood, you have to, you literally have to blow the right director, right producer, either male or female, in order to get a job. So, in order to get that big break, so Hollywood is a cesspool. I mean, I didn't really like watching the movies anymore. Once you know what Hollywood is,
because it's all just about like the Avengers, or I will say they did have Ghostbusters 3 and 4 was really good. I recommend them. Because I love Ghostbusters, and they based a lot of Ghostbusters 3 and 4 off of 1 and 2. Okay. So, and they really, number 3 was about, remembering Harold Ramis because he had passed on before Ghostbusters 3 was made. But anyway, the Ghostbusters movies was okay. The one came out in 2021, the other one 2024. Those are the only good ones I like. Any new other movies is like, it's Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. For fuck's sake, can we get over the dinosaurs? We're not going to, first of all, if the rich could have dinosaurs, they would. It would kill all the poor people. Trust me. Or the Avengers movies or Thor movies or Superman, for fuck's sake. They're coming out with another Superman. They're coming out with more Spider-Man shit. I'm sick of Spider-Man and Superman. Can we get over this? They're fiction. They're not going to come save America. Okay? The Avengers are not going to assemble.
The WWE was a cesspool too back in the 80s and 90s. So it's not just Hollywood and stuff. Ring Boy scandal, we went over that a little bit in the show, but yeah, I mean that was just homosexuality and
that one ring announcer, Mel
Phillips.
Mel Phillips,
he was the worst.
A pedophile.
He was the worst out of all of them.
So was that what the fuck was his name? Something Gordy, or no?
Damn, who was it? It was a
wrestler. He had blonde hair. I could see his face. I can't remember his fucking name now. Garvin, something Garvin.
Jimmy Garvin. Yeah, that's who it was.
No, not Jimmy Garvin.
It was Jimmy.
No, that's gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, and he was with Precious. No, he was in AWA with Kurt.
Hold on.
So
Gordy? It was
Gordy Garvin? No.
It was Mel Phillips, Terry Garvin. That's who.
Terry Garvin. Thank you. I was like, no,
and Pat Patterson.
Jimmy was cool.
And Pat Patterson also got stuck in there, even though.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean Jim Cornette, and then he's like, I know Pat, and Pat wouldn't do that. He had a partner.
Yeah, we all know he's a homosexual, but even
he
back
was openly
then, everybody
gay.
knows.
Yeah, but Terry Garvin was not. Yeah. Terry Garvin was not openly gay.
Yeah.
Neither was Mel Phillips.
The ring boy scandal was back in the day they would hire teenage boys to set up the ring, and specifically Mel Phillips and Terry Garvin assaulted these boys. So
yeah, there was a wrestler who shall not be named because I don't remember who it was, but they said they saw Mel Phillips blowing some 10-year-old in the back of a car.
Oh, it was Superstar. It was Billy Graham, I think.
Oh, was it Billy Graham?
Yeah, I think it was Billy Graham.
I totally forgot. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
Billy,
okay, too
and
much. No.
that's when Vince and Linda found out, and Linda defended him, saying, "Oh well, he likes to play with kids' feet. It's not a big deal." Linda actually defended
That's
him.
not. No, he doesn't like to do.
That's not what
Vince's
happened, but
feet.
that's what she claimed that happened. So that's why they kept him.
That's
But
why
eventually,
she is literally on the board of education, and she's trying to destroy public education.
and he's firing. Eventually, they had to fire him because he couldn't control himself. So with kids, so they eventually fired him. But
Hey,
yeah,
Vicky.
Pat Patterson was also temporarily fired, but Vince brought him back like a year later. So, and Terry Garvin was fired. You never saw him again in wrestling, so he was done with wrestling after that. So
Yeah. I
he
mean,
should have
Terry
been.
Garvin is the only one who really paid for that Ring Boy scandal. Mel Phillips, they hired him right back. I mean, Pat Patterson, like I said, I don't think he had really anything to do with it. So, I mean,
Wow.
even like Jim Cornette sticks up for him and says, no, that doesn't seem like Pat.
Yeah. I didn't think so either, even though he got caught up in that mess because everybody knew he was gay. So it was
so they just assumed because he was gay, oh, he must be.
And this is the early
kids.
'90s, and there was a lot of that. Gay people were pedophiles automatically. People assumed. So if you were gay, you were a pedophile back in those times. People assumed. So that's why he got stuck in there too. Mel Phillips died in 2012. Apparently, he lasted.
Yeah, and he never saw justice for what he did. Neither did Terry Gordy.
Terry Garvin.
Terry Garvin. Terry Gordy. Sorry, Gordy.
So yeah. So that was the Ring Boy scandal. We went over that more in detail, I think a few months ago on the show, if I remember correctly.
We're way over time, but it's because we got started late. I'm sorry, my audience. I had the problem. My stupid speakers are fucked up. If you don't, like I said, if you were not here when I explained this, you have to plug in my speakers and plug in my microphone at the same time, and then unplug my speakers, and then I can hear in my my headphones or my earbuds. But if you don't do that, if I just plug in my microphone and my speakers are already out, I can't hear anything. I don't know why it fucking does that. So I have to unplug my microphone and plug my speakers back in.
So we spent nearly an hour in my mic trying to figure out why my mic wasn't working. I brought another wire. I restarted it multiple times. I threw that wire over there.
Sorry.
I was angry, and then once we said, "Okay, good night. We'll figure it out tomorrow." I was like, "Wait,"
because I went to go see something I had seen earlier. I just wanted to make sure that I have something for the show, and I was like, "Oh shit,
I can't hear anything."
Yeah, well, I couldn't hear anything. It was a clip of Kurt Hennig versus Bill Goldberg, I think on a Monday Nitro, and Kurt shuts the door on his face. It's a fucking hilarious. But I went to go listen to it because I'm like, well, I want to show this tomorrow. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't hear anything. I'm like, fuck.
And that's
I didn't plug in my speakers first, right?
You DM me as like, hey, it's my fault. Can we do a show? Like, yeah, we could. I haven't unplugged anything yet. I haven't unplugged. I was gonna unplug it when I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, we can do a show. So
I was like, please let's do the show. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll never do it again.
Because I don't really want to do it Sunday because I'm doing your show tomorrow. So it's
right. At 5 o'clock. I'm gonna have this guy on, and we're gonna talk old wrestling. It'll come out the second week of December. But I want to show that clip. But I was like, when I finally did hear it, I was like, oh shit, it's got fucking Goldberg's music in the back. And I want to do as little editing as possible. But it's such a funny clip. I mean, because Goldberg eventually comes back and starts, punching Kurt in the face and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't hurt the face, Goldberg, or I will kill. No, but he's like hammering on Kurt, and I'm just like, yeah, that's funny. But no, he literally just shuts the door in his face. I'm like, this remnants of Ric Flair and shutting the cage door on his head.
So yeah, we are way over time, but yeah. So hopefully next week, we'll get back to 8 o'clock and we'll do clips at 9. I had to cancel on Alex because we needed to get in the actual show, so we did this week. Hopefully, I assume, and now I know that issue. So this happens again, I'll be like, hey, make sure your shit's good because my mic is still good.
Mic, or just type in plug in your fucking speakers, bitch. I'm like, God damn it.
So I know that that's an issue. So Now I know that's an issue. So
it's
now
just
I'm
these
going
fucking
to make
speakers from Amazon. See, when you buy speakers from Amazon,
sure.
you have to plug them in, and then it's a whole fucking process. And me being a technician, I'm surprised I didn't remember that. Oh fuck, I gotta plug in my speakers first and then take them out. God damn, motherfucker.
So we are going to go because we're way over time, and I have other people got to use this room. So I want to thank everybody for me too. I gotta do that too. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Sorry about the long delay. Yeah, just that happened.
I'm sorry.
All right. So we're gonna be back next week, 8:00. Next Saturday, 8:00.
8:00 sharp.
Yeah, we will go live 8:00, I expect. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. Witchy's links are down there for her shows and stuff. And Angel in the Afternoon is Saturday. Friday at 8 or 7. No, 7. I'm confusing my times. We're on at 7.
It's because you're tired.
Yeah, and at 8, we're going to do Wrestling Talk on Saturday, 8:00. So, check us out next week. Hopefully